Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. I'm going to title this lesson, Testimony. I just got followed by an agent. Okay. And the type of agent that I'm talking about an agent of Esau. All right. Because there are two types of agents. All right. When you deal in this truth, there's an agent of Satan and there's an agent of Esau. Right. And, brothers that are locked into the spirit. OK, I'm pretty sure you're well familiar with, the two different characters, right? You're well familiar with the two different components here, the agent of Satan, the agent of Esau. So I'm going to go ahead and explain each one real quick. All right. An agent of Satan, okay, is a individual that, you got like a normal individual that gets demonically possessed. Okay. And, their purpose is to, try to make your life a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? So let's say, for instance, you're at the grocery store and, you're minding your business. And next thing you know, somebody, is giving you a hard time. Somebody comes up trying to start problems with you. You know what I'm saying? For no reason at all. You don't know this person. You never met this person, completely unaware of who they are. Let's say you go to the DMV, right? You're trying to get your car registered. But the person working at the DMV is obviously trying to give you a hard time, trying to make the goal that you're trying to reach, trying to make that difficult. That's an agent of Satan. You know what I mean? Just, pretty much like a regular person that is influenced by the spiritual demon Satan, to try to frustrate your life. Right. And that happens all the time, man. That happens all the time when you're in this truth. You're going to come across people that, for no reason at all. Maybe they just don't like you, or, you could just see, the individual got a demon on them. That's why you hear brothers say that. Oh, yeah, that person got a demon on them. You know what I mean? Because us being spiritual, we can see, we can see when somebody is, being influenced by a demon. All right. Their face starts to scrunch up. They're hostile for no reason. OK. So Satan can jump on the average person, a regular person, to, try to make your life a little bit more harder than what it is. OK, that's an agent of Satan. Now let's talk about an agent of Esau. Right? An agent of Esau is what you see right here on the screen. OK, a bona fide U.S. government operative. OK, a bona fide United States military operative. All right. That probably has connections to, government agencies such as FBI, Homeland Security, CIA. Right. The big dog agencies, not your local police station, not your local sheriff. OK, way higher level than that, when you watch them, like, them Tom Cruise movies, Mission Impossible and shit. You watch them type of movies. All right. And then, in the movies, they got those spies and shit. In the movies, they got the spies and what I was going to say, they got the spies and, they got people that are involved in the military that are assigned to do particular missions. that is an agent for Esau. You know what I mean? Somebody in the Secret Service, somebody in the U.S. military. All right, they work one-on-one, all right, with Esau's infrastructure. Okay. Now, yesterday, I just got followed by an agent of Esau. All right, I just got followed by an agent of Esau, and you know, he actually told me something, and I wanted to share it with brothers because it was a very heavy moment, man. It was you know, this is why you know, you got to be serious minded in this truth, man, and understand the times that we're living in and the times we're coming into. We're coming into a time where all cards are about to be off the table, and you know, this devil, he gonna come at us, man. He gonna come after us. His scope has always been on us. All right, the moment that you showed your face out there on the streets and you proclaim Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, you have made yourself a domestic terrorist to the United States government, and they've been watching you the whole time. All right, you know, following you to work. They know where your kids stay. They know where you live. For all we know, they could have our house bugged, you know. Who knows, man? But you know, what you see in the movies is true, okay? There are secret spies of the US government that are assigned to track and follow certain individuals. And since, you know, we believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, what we're committing is the act of treason against the U.S. government at this point, you know. And, you know, Esau is going to frame us to be public enemy numero uno. All right. And I just experienced that last night. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the situation. I'm going to tell you what happened. So last night, you know, I was at the movie theater. I was trying to watch a movie, you know, just trying to catch a, somewhat of a late night showing, you know. The movie started at 9 p.m., you know, but I got there a little early. No, actually, it was going to start at 9:15, but it was, you know, I got there at like 9:05, you know, so I had to wait around. And I was posted up inside of the movie theater, and they got an area where, you know, I guess people can go and go get beverages and, you know, get drinks and stuff like that. So I was hanging around that area, you know, minding my business. You know, I think I was listening to some music off my phone, you know, getting ready to check this movie out. So as I'm you know, chilling, minding my business, I notice a man on my right side. Okay, he looked like I don't know if he was like an Edomite. He could have been like a German, but he looked like a rare mix, you know. Couldn't really tell. But he was on my right side, not too far away from me, maybe like 3 feet away from me. So, you know, I don't think nothing of it. Then another dude, another Edomite, comes up on me. And this guy, and let me remind you, they were both wearing casual attire. They weren't dressed, you know, with tuxedos and shit, you know, like how you see on this picture with these men right here. Let me get another picture, you know. Yeah, they didn't look like this, you know what I mean? You could tell they were trying to fit in, you know, amongst regular people, right? So they didn't look like this. They were wearing like regular street clothes and shit, you know? And yeah, so the Edomite, he come up on my left, and you know, he was physically fit. Both of them were physically fit. The dude on my right, he looked probably mid 40s to early 50s. And then the dude that came up on my left, he looked like he was like somewhere in his 30s, you know. But they were both physically fit. They both looked like they were in great shape, you know. And that's another thing, you got to watch out for these agents. You know what I mean? A way you could spot an agent is a lot of them are going to be physically fit, because, you know, that's a part of, you know, the military curriculum. Okay. You know, they got to hit the gym. They got to, you know, make sure that they're, you know, that they're in good shape. You know, they work for the U.S. government. They're carrying out missions for, the global elites, you know. This is the real deal, you know. So these niggas was both physically fit. That's what I noticed. Now the dude on my left that came up, he asked me, he was like, "Hey, is anybody in line?" I said, "No, nobody's in line." You know, and I kind of gave him that signal, like, "Yeah, you can go ahead in front of me," you know, because I wasn't waiting in line. I was waiting for my movie, you know. But the thing is he never got in line. He said that and then just continued to stand right next to me. So he's standing right next to me. Then the Edomite on my left, you know, he comes up and stands right next to me, to where they both sandwich me in the middle, right? So now I'm in between these guys, and something in the spirit was off, because they was kind of a little nervous. I'm like, why are these guys nervous? You know, when I would move my arm, or if I would move, they would flinch. You know, they would kind of flinch their hands. And then you could tell when someone is, you know, observing you, you know, because they were both trying to like look straight and act like they weren't watching me, but I could tell that they were watching me through their peripherals. I could tell that they were watching me from their side, you know, with the side eye. I could tell that they were observing me. So I'm like, okay. At that point, my antennas kicked in, you know, because I'm already a very observant dude when I'm in public. I'm watching everything. So when something strange happens, you know, I figure it out fast through the spirit. You know what I mean? So once that happened, I said, okay, let me get out of this situation. So what I did was, something in the spirit told me, walk out the movie theater. You know, I don't know why, but something told me walk out of the movie theater, you know? So I walk out the movie theater. I walk out the back doors. As I'm walking out the movie theater, one of them is behind me, following me, but he's not right up on me. He's at a good, safe distance, a very good, safe distance, to where, you know, it's not too noticeable, but he's at a good distance to where he's keeping me in his eyesight. So he's following me, right? I leave out of the movie theater. He follows me outside. Okay. I leave out the movie theater. I walk a little bit. I look behind me. He's still behind me, still at a good, safe distance, but he's looking right at me. Okay. He's staring right at me, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. And, I keep walking. I end up, you know, walk about a block down, and I cross the street, and I make a right turn. Because at this point, you know, I'm still in a little bit of disbelief that this guy is following me, because, you know, I deal with a lot of bugged out people anyways. You know what I mean? When you go through this life, you know, and you walking in the spirit, you know, these people are bugged out, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's another bug out. I don't know, but let's make sure. So I keep walking. I walk about a block down. I make a right turn. He's still behind me. So I'm like, okay, all right. Esau is on me. You know what I mean? He's watching, you know, he's watching. So at this point, what was I going to say? I walked to the other side of the mall, because I called my Uber, you know. I already knew it. I said, fuck the movie. I'm not finna watch no movie, you know. And these niggas is, you know, Esau got the scope on me, you know. one of these government agents is trailing me. I'm not finna watch no movie. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna go back home, you know? Not finna let these niggas capitalize. So I call an Uber on the other side of the mall. And I do that. It was an outside mall. I'm at an outside mall, mind you. You know what I mean? So I called an Uber on the other side of the mall to come pick me up. And I did that just to see if he was going to follow me. So I could, you know, have 100% assurance in my mind that, yeah, I'm being tracked by an agent. So he followed me about halfway there. He's trailing me. He's right behind me. And every time I look back, and I'm not looking back obvious, I'm just taking little glances back, he's looking right at me, right? But he's subtle. He's trying not to be seen, but he is trailing me though. That's for sure. So about halfway to my destination, I lose sight of him. You know, maybe he went in the alley and, you know, he ran around or something. I don't know. But I get to my destination after about 2 minutes till I get to my destination. What was I going to say? I'm waiting on my Uber and I see him again. Okay, now he's about 30 feet away from me and he's still looking at me. And he kind of walks past me, but, you know, he's like 30 feet away from me, but he walks past me, you know. So it's a lot of people outside. So as all the people are walking around, you know, niggas is out on dates, silly shit, he positions himself in a place to where he could just sit back and watch me, right? He could sit back and watch me. And I see him watching me, you know? He's standing there real stoic, real stiff, but watching me, all right? And like I said, this guy, you know, he was pretty physically fit. He was probably a couple inches taller than me. I'm not a short guy. I'm about 5'11", 6 feet. So he was a couple inches taller than me. So he was on the tall side, you know what I mean? So he's sitting there watching me, right? I don't think he knows that I got the drop on him. So, you know, I don't know what it was, but the Spirit of the Lord compelled me to walk up on him, you know, and let him know, you know, that I had to drop on him, you know, and I'm not going to tell you what I said, right? I'm not going to tell you what I said to the agent, right? But one thing's for certain, when I walked up on him, he was looking at me right in my eyes. And the way he was looking at me, it was almost like a devilish little, like it was intense, as if like he's looking at an enemy, but it was like a devilish kind of smirk to where, you know, he was kind of like letting me know, like, yeah, you know who I am, you know, I'm an agent of Esau. You know what time it is. You know, he was kind of giving me that spirit, like, you know exactly what time it is, you know. And, you know, so I told him a couple things and I walked off, right? Now he's still looking at me. He's still trailing me, right? And when my Uber come up, I go to get I walk towards the Uber to get inside of the car. This nigga is walking directly at me, looking at me right in my eyes. You know, he looks at me right in my eyes. And I opened the Uber door. He got so close to the car, I thought he was about to jump in the car. You know, that's how close he got to the car. I thought he was about to open up the door handle, you know, and get in the car with me. You know, I didn't know who this nigga was, you know, never seen him before in my life, you know. And when I open the car handle and he get close, as soon as I open the car door, he says, okay, just so you know, you're being followed. And then he walks away. All right. Just so you know, you're being followed. And I wanted to share this testimony with brothers. Okay. Because, hey, you know, brothers got to remember, man, this is not a game. All right. This is not, the Boys and Girls Club. All right. You got to be circumspect and vigilant at all times, man, and stay prayed up and stay in the good graces of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man, because, hey, Esau, he's coming, all right? This devil, he's coming after us, man, all right? He's coming after us, and the time is soon approaching, all right? Because if one of these government agents, they usually don't get that bold. I've always known that these agents were following me, and following brothers. We talk about it all the time, how the agents is always watching. But normally they kind of stick in the shadows. You'll catch them in the shadows, watching you, and then they scurry off. This nigga was bold about it. And what that let me know through the spirit is that for him to be that bold, that means that we're coming into the time of persecution. We're coming into the time to where these devils is going to try to lay hands on us and take us into custody. You see? Just like the Lord said, some of you shall be thrown in prison. Okay? You're going to get, some of us going to have to face jail time. All right? Because we're going to be labeled as domestic terrorists, right? Public enemy number one, man. All right? We're not only battling these wicked ass people in the spirit, we're going against the global elites, man. The dark demonic forces, Esau, okay, that controls this world, man. All right. So the left hand is going against the right hand, man. All right. The left hand is going against the right hand, man. Spiritual war. We're in a war, man. Okay. This is not a fucking game, man. All right. So for all you jakes out there, man, that's teeter-tottering, all right, you playing. You're not really 100% in this truth, but you calling yourself an Israelite, or you a part of one of these bugged out ass camps that's teaching the wrong doctrine. All right. Just remember, man, hey, Esau, he coming after everybody, man. All right? He coming after everybody. All right? And I'm not going to lie. I will be a lie to sit here and say that I didn't feel the flesh when that devil was following me, man. I sincerely, I thought, okay, well, I guess this is it. I guess this is where Esau takes me in. I guess this is where, the next phase begins, where I get taken in, and, it's Esau gonna start rounding brothers up, like how they say, like the FEMA troops is gonna come at your, they're gonna come kick down your door at 4 a.m. I thought it was one of them situations, but through the spirit of the Lord, I got delivered. You know what I'm saying? But I felt the flesh, man. And it's one thing to sit there and be like, oh, I don't give a fuck about Esau. Esau come holler at me. You can play tough if you want to, man. But when you face to face with a real operative, all right, with a serious agent of Esau, somebody that's connected to the FBI, somebody that's connected to Homeland Security, man, and you looking at this man right in his face, okay, and you know who sent this nigga, all right, and you know that you're on the scope, it's a different ball game, man, and you need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to keep you solid, man, okay? I was constantly in prayer to the Lord through that whole situation. If I didn't have the Lord, I would have been probably snatched up. And I was telling brothers, I was like, just imagine if I would have continued to just say, fuck it, I'm going to just watch that movie, right? I'll go up inside of that movie theater not knowing that these agents are trailing me. Anything could have happened to me up in there, man. That's why I took that agent out to the open in public, because, I knew he wasn't going to do nothing. But, hey, for me to even catch it, the way I did, for me to even make that discernment and, make a strategic move like that and play chess with him like that, that was all through the spirit of the Lord, man. Because I know I know him, and whoever sent him, they was probably shocked at how sharp I was, but that was Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. So, hey, stay prayed up, man. Stay close to the waters, man, because, the enemy, he's about to come, man. He's Revelation 12:12. He's on his way, man. All right. He's on his way. Let's get this real quick. This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be sober, be vigilant. Okay. And sober, meaning sober from all the bullshit, the philosophies. Okay. This is why, you recently had the beloved apostle Tahar come out with that order and said, no more nightclubs, no more bars, man. And you know what? I could see it. All right, because we're coming into to a serious time now, man. We're coming into a time of being persecuted, you know, being on the run. You see, you know, unmarked vehicles pulling up at your house. You know what I'm saying? Esau trying to lay hands on you, trying to take you into custody, man. All right. Be sober out here, man. Don't be fucking, you know, I guess you have a little fun, whatever, but you shouldn't be in that goddamn party spirit, man. You getting drunk all out in public, chasing bitches all night, head all the way in the clouds, man. Okay? We're soldiers, man. We're at war. Your enemy, that agent that followed me, man, you could tell he was a serious cat, man. For real. For real, man. He was a serious dude, man. All right? He don't look like no party animal. He didn't look like no nigga that's caught up in folly. He looked like a dedicated soldier of Esau, man. So that's how we got to be. Okay? It says, be vigilant because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Yeah, your adversary, the devil, man. Esau, Edom. You see? Okay? All right? He's on our tail, man. Okay, but the Lord is on his tail, man. And that's a little bit of what I told him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not going to say exactly what I told him, but that's a little bit what I told him. The Lord is on his tail. The Lord is watching him, man. All right, we're agents against him as well. So it's a war. Okay, just like how you have the U.S. government, you know, go to war with Russia, China, Iran. Behind the scenes, it's you know, it's a whole bunch of different government spies and agents, and you know they coming in close contact with each other, and you know they exposing each other. We're in that same war with these niggas, man. The same war. Okay, let's get this. I'm gonna try to wrap it up because you see my phone is dying. This is 2 Timothy 3:12. It says, yea, and all that will live godly in Mashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution. Okay, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that, man. Okay? There is no ifs, ands, or buts. All right? We are going to be public enemy number one. Okay? Public enemy number one, guaranteed, man. All right? And, hey, some brothers is probably going to get grabbed up, man. All right? Some brothers is going to get grabbed up. All right? Some brothers is going to escape. But one thing is for sure, we are going to have to suffer persecution, man. We're going to have to suffer being hunted down by the government, man. Okay? That is for sure, man. Okay? That's why you got to be on guard, man. You got to be on point, man. Okay? You're in a real war. You're in a real fight, man. These people, they don't understand, man. You know, I'm out here at a park watching people, you know, some people playing soccer, some people throwing a football and shit. You know what I mean? But people are caught up in their own lives. They don't understand what we go through. They don't understand that, you know, we're really on the government watch list, man. Okay. And when and you know, check the description box. I'm going to try to find the article of the red list, blue list, yellow list, you know, the FEMA, how FEMA categorizes certain individuals. All right. So check the description box and read that, and you'll get a better understanding of how Esau looks at us as an enemy, right? Esau looks at us as a domestic terrorist. So check the description box. All right, let's get this last precept. Shut it out. This is Matthew 20:23. It says, and he saith unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. You see? But to sit on my right hand and on my left, it is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. All right. Now, what does it mean when it says drink the cup? When the Lord said, drink that cup, you know what I'm saying? It's talking about that persecution, because Yahushai, he had to suffer persecution. He got persecuted by his own people. He got persecuted by the Romans. That's a part of the Lord's cup. Okay. Basically, when the Lord is saying you got to drink of this cup, ultimately meaning you're going to have to walk the same lifestyle that I walk. You're going to have to be hunted down by your government, right? If you stand with me, then you got to understand that the world hates me And, this world is going to do everything in its power to silence me. And Yahushua was hunted by the Roman government, man. You see, the local authorities hemmed him up. So I just wanted to make this lesson, man, to remind brothers what time it is, man. Okay, we're coming into them times. All right, be very circumspect of your surroundings. Watch your environment, okay? Because I got a feeling now that these agents are going to start popping out more, okay? They're not going to be hiding in the shadows no more, man. They're going to start popping out now, all right? Because we're getting close, all right? We're getting close, okay? So with that, give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Shalom.